Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Sitaram. Welcome to Cooking with Madho along the Essequibo River Basin, Guyana's largest river basin that is between the Orinoco and the Amazon. There are 363 islands, of which Wakenam, Supernam, Fort Island, and Leguan might be the largest. I eventually get off at Supernam at this port location seen here, and we do move through a town called Suddy, seen here, former Dutch town, and we eventually get to Anna Regina, named after the daughters of a former colonial British planter. And that's how the town got its name, Anna Regina. Here we are in Anna Regina. Special thanks to Paro, the minibus driver who took me to this location on a Sunday morning. We see a commemoration of Damon, an apprentice who fought against apprenticeship. But Guyana is outstanding in education and celebrating its scholars, one of whom is from Anna Regina here, topping the CXC results. Well done to Guyana as it continues to blaze a trail in CXC performance.
Juice.
You sell cane juice and coconut here. So these are like the stored ones you have. You have the cane juice and the coconut water. So you mixed it for me here in the bag and you have it stored, and you usually use another machine, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how long have you been doing this kind of job?
How long?
Yeah.
Since 16 years.
Wow.
And we're at 40 now.
24, 25 years.
Yes. And then we're doing massaging and so. 9 years we start training my own man for doing massaging.
So you also massage people?
Yes. Nobody got them when I'm pain there. Me find all and show them. If you travel anyways, pain, back pain, bone, stomach, strokes, muscle bone cramp, it's singing high pressure. Two places check blood, foot, bottom and eye.
So anybody who has Nara could come by you?
Yeah, anybody. And I'm not me just go by people's house and so look after them.
Right, and I notice you also sell some vegetables here.
Yeah, man.
Like bodi and baigan?
Yeah, but this now no fertilizer.
Oh, no fertilizer, so it's all natural.
Me just mind cow.
You also mind cows as well?
Yeah, me mind cow and so.
So how come you're not selling cow's milk? You don't sell dude or dahi now?
Well, me got children, like 4 by on 1 girl. So we don't sell milk. We just give them.
Alright, I understand.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, that's good. So you work hard then?
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Anybody can be Ghana do.
And you could be found here, right? At Anna Regina, at this spot, usually?
No, but normally, on
so
Sunday we'll sell here.
Sunday, you come here, which is opposite the Anna Regina, opposite the bridge here.
Yeah.
Right? Opposite the Anna Regina big bridge.
Yes.
But on other days, where can we find you?
Right down by the
down the market.
Yeah, down the market road, opposite the big store.
Opposite the big store. All right.
Yeah.
On the left hand side.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Jairaj Narain.
Jairaj Narain. All right.
But we call his name Mikey then it's called.
Mikey.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody could find him here.
Yeah, man. Anybody could find me, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy. You're welcome.
What I admired about Jairaj is his continuation of the kind of Indian traditions he learned from his father. We then moved to Veggie Castle because I was hungry. And this is the castle where you get a lot of Indo-Guyanese vegetarian food, and it is in Reliance. It's located in Reliance, which is close to Land of Plenty and Anna Regina. They also sell achar, but I had the paratha with some baigan choka or melangine or eggplant, and it was roasted almost like a kind of Middle Eastern baba ganoush. And we see the baigan is on the extreme right, potatoes curried is in the middle compartment, and they did a kind of mock chicken out of soya stew. It was okay, even though I like the paratha the most, or what we call clap roti in Guyana, not bus up shut. They don't whiplash the paratha like is done in South India, some sections of South India, and as is done in Trinidad. But clap roti and paratha are the same in consistency. I decided to get back to Supernam, seen here at the ferry terminal. That's the cafe, that's the booking office. And for a mere 380 Guyanese dollars, which we might say is under 2 US, I'm actually able to take a very luxurious ferry and go across the mighty Essequibo. So isn't that interesting that from Supernam, a port village, that would have been Dutch at some point in time, often used by the Dutch as a point of location to get to Fort Island for protection reasons. We move from Suriname to Parika, the Amerindian term for red earth. Here we are docking at Parika, and that's the Hanuman Murti, the famous Hanuman statue overlooking Parika Sport. Look at the size of this ferry. I wanted to show you the degree of difficulty in reverse parking so that the ramp could connect to the actual jetty or the pier itself, which is wooden. And that's a very difficult task. But eventually, it is well aligned. You see the jetty or the pier being connected to via the ramp, which means the workers on the ship and the dock workers have done an excellent job. Meanwhile, on the right, we see a lot of the speedboats, because speedboats are private and not government subsidized. And if you want to get out of Suriname, even back to Parika, you would love the speedboat. On another day, I decided to get out of Suriname back to Parika using the speedboat. So I'm going to show you that journey. Now the cost is actually much more expensive. It's about $1,500, so it's 4 times the cost of the ferry, but you reach Parika in 1/3 of the time period. Now Ashley's music is playing in the background. She's a famous chutney singer or Beta Ghana singer, and she's actually Indo-Surinamese. She's living in Holland, and she has created a lot of the recrafting of Ramdeo Chaitu's music. And I indicate this to show you the interest of the diaspora in maintaining its traditions, like Ashley's music. I even had my nice chana and dal puri, and that was really tasty. But here I am, clearly scared, as you can see by my facial expressions in this speedboat. I'm not going to lie, I don't enjoy using this speedboat, but I appreciate the convenience of it in moving quickly. And people who are not physically strong, older people and feeble people, or people who just are scared of being close to the water, probably avoid the speedboat and use the ferry, right? So the ferry terminal, as I've showed you here, it is just 380 Guyanese. Remember that. It's a cheaper journey if you actually want to take the ferry rather than the speedboat. But when you support the speedboat, what you're doing is you're actually helping locals, like entrepreneurship in Guyana, rather than just the government subsidized ferries. So it's really up to you which one you want to take. As we see, I do show you some beautiful shots. You get a nice kind of view when you are in the ferry compared to the speedboat. When you can't even click, you can't even take photos because everything happens so quickly. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed my trip today, where I took you from Parika in the morning, I took you to Suriname and Anna Regina, and then I showed you how you have options of using the ferry service or the speedboats. Once again, speedboats are much more expensive, but they are local, they're local owned, they're entrepreneur driven, and they really do help Guyanese investors and businessmen. But on the flip side, the ferry is a bit more comfortable. So think about that as I leave you. Bye bye, Chalgayo, Adavas Filmilinge. See you soon. Leave you with random shots of the rural countryside in West Demerara, Region 3. The population in 2012, according to the census in this part of Guyana, is a mere 107,000. But the 363 islands, some of which are populated, do represent the mighty Essequibo people and its civilization. And I do dare to say that it is part of Guyana. I'm sorry, but I genuinely am of the belief that when I see the thrift, the industry, and the culture of the Guyanese people thriving in the Essequibo region, I remain in solidarity with the Guyana or the One Guyana movement as far as Essequibo is concerned. I just hope and pray that the newfound oil wealth in Guyana will be redistributed evenly so that those in the Essequibo will benefit and their standards of living in health and education will improve. Soon for my next video, which will take you to Parika, and you'll see the Parika port. I am in Parika, so I think that will be really interesting for you. Check out the view from my hotel. Bye bye, and watch out soon for my Parika video.